How are you out there? John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer from Chandler, Arizona. The Society of Living Poets. Now, Robin Williams had that beautiful Dead Poets Society. Well, what about the living poets? And the dead poets, too. Poetry is the best words in the best order, with no wasted words. Aye, there's the rub. You got to cut it down until it glimmers and shimmers. It's so beautiful. Poetry. People don't like it. I don't think they've ever even read it, if you want to know the truth. This sonnet I wrote here, number 971. I wrote it because I'm upset about the collapse of the American public schools. And that's what the name of this is, the collapse of the American public schools. Above all other things, in schools, there's no discipline. None. You can't discipline a kid. Chaos is ruling the schools. Thugs hovering over all learning. What are you trying to do? Act white? What are you trying to do? Are you too good for us, huh? Thugs hovering over all learning. Schools controlled by fools. And the administrators ain't worth a damn. 14 high schools in Baltimore and none of them can read? What? Intimidation. We'll beat you up. Gang power plays. Struggling to be the vicious top dog. Anything to be top dog. Our nation is gripped with despair. Absolutely no learning is going on there in those schools. Money is being poured into public education. No results. Doesn't anybody care? The whole country's going down the toilet. And we're letting it happen because there's no more schooling going on. Oh, but you ask them, oh, no, no, no. Don't make waves. Don't make trouble. Everything's fine. Crime is rampant. You better beware. It's not what they're telling you. Teachers are being threatened. They're fearful of retaliation. It's a blackboard jungle. It's an altar sacrificing the timid kid, the helpless kid, the solitary, friendless kid. They can't even go to school because they're bullied and harassed to death. So they're dropouts. Students afraid to go to school. Savage 5-on-1 brutal beatings. I've seen them, and I've seen the guy later, and they're always cowed like dogs. They're broken. They're broken men now. 5-on-1 savage beatings. The moments of terrifying fear in school. Ambushes, maulings, rapes, savage shakedowns. Robbed of your personal property. Give us your lunch money. Your lunch money's stolen. Your locker's been pillaged and robbed. Sobbing students with nowhere to turn. Nobody's going to help them. Just quit. Get away. You're too much trouble. There's no learning going on here. Their self-esteem is forever damaged by getting bullied like that. Dropouts galore. Futures destroyed. No skills. No refuge. No hope. Without a diploma, without references, you got the executioner's rope in your future. Disaster stalks public schools with no rules. They don't have any rules that are enforced. It's true chaos. Beggar dropouts. They drop out to nothing. They're qualified for only minimum wage. Minimum wage jobs, and that doesn't cover the bills or crime. Teachers' unions, it's their fault. Defending criminal teachers who are molesters, who are addicts. Snakes, serpents, teaching youngsters. They're on tenure. And it's granted to malingerers. They sit up in front of the class, a class of 35 students, and they say, hey, open a book to page 73. And I want you to read that chapter. And I want you to read it and answer the questions at the end. There's 20 questions. 10, and then another 10. I want you to answer those questions, and I want you to read the chapter, and don't look up while I read my Field and Stream magazine. And these tenured teachers, and how come we have all these students that can't read? We're condemning these young people. They deserve better. They deserve equal protection of the law. And I'll tell you, these teachers' unions is their fault. And it's administrators, man, pushing paper all day, paper no one ever does read. Butchers of education, professional honesty and ethics, gone dead. Administrators threatening teachers. We'll replace you like we replace a light bulb. I'll get somebody half your salary. Get out of here. Violators, administrators violating their professional oaths, hiding in their plush offices. To write up a complaint, a classroom teacher, for any old frivolous complaint. I heard something about you. They wrote this letter, and I want to put it. I want to put it on in your file. It's going to be on your performance review. All nothing but frivolous complaints, but they think it's the truth because might makes right. They're the boss, right? Let's just fire those people. There are too many more applicants anyway, and we don't care if they teach anything or not, as long as we get our fat salaries. Teachers using drugs, ganja, marijuana, heroin, cocaine. They're defended by shysters. They get these sewer lawyers that need a fee. They need to eat. They can't even find a fee. They need to eat. So these shysters, they defend these teachers that are drug addicts and they're molesting people and they're guilty of crimes and the teachers have jobs and they will have tenure. Disasters, unfixable, as long as crooked politicians ignore the dangers. Why is it that the schools in Baltimore are in such terrible shape that nobody can read? Why is that? America's going down the tubes to total economic Armageddon. Why? Because our education system is done. We have to have private schools, parochial schools. We have to have the people with the money for their students to take that $10,000 and go wherever they want that they think will serve their child better. It's a sad saga of no more American history being taught. They don't teach American history anymore. They teach that communist stuff, that 1619 communist stuff, black racists. They don't teach American history anymore. They don't teach civics. And that's bad. We don't know how our country runs. It's awful. It's awful. America's on the ropes because of laziness, corruption, and ignorance. Raw ignorance is on display. On TV, I see Jay Leno. I used to see him. And Jesse Waters. They're interviewing people on the street, and they're all idiots. And one guy said, I only know what I need to know. I can look it up on my phone. And actually, he doesn't know nothing. He spends all his time like a lot of kids do. They think they're studying on. They're what, playing video games or they're watching pornography. A lot of pornography. And people think they're not. Come on, man, get a grip. Get a grip on reality. Well, when Jay Leno or with Jesse Waters and are asking these people questions, they're like children. They don't know nothing. They don't want to know anything. And that's why this country is in danger. Adults have to know you're going to lose your liberty, you're going to lose your freedom, and you're not even going to know what happened. You're going to do what you're told, and you don't do it, and they'll throw you out. No job, no nothing. The maw right now of national destruction is right in front of us. It waits, dumbass negligence. If you're not willing to know what's going on, I'm telling you, I'm a radical Yankee Republican, and you need to vote for Donald Trump. And we got to save capitalism, freedom, liberty to be paid for your talents. All right, that's all capitalism is. The socialists want to take everything from you. They want to raise the taxes $3 trillion. We don't have the money. Pretty soon, it's going to take a barrel of dollars to buy a loaf of bread. Well, the collapse of the American schools, that's got to be fixed. And we got to do it. School choice. We got to, parental vouchers, 10,000. Take your kid wherever you need to. But the collapse of public schools, I'm angry about it. I was in education, and I'm out of it now because I wouldn't cover up a gang rape of one of my students. I wouldn't then, I wouldn't now. There's some real scoundrels in power. Spiritual wickedness in high places. It's in the Bible. Spiritual wickedness in high places. Psalm 27. Thank you for listening. God bless us, everyone. Let them make he was them.